Thank you for joining me today. I'm so delighted that you're here. What a crazy year it's been for each and every one of us. We all have different stories and experiences in the lockdown period, haven't we? We may have lost loved ones, lost our job, lost security. None of us are certain about our future right now, and it's incredibly worrying. But each of us are connected by our feelings and by the habits that we have formed since lockdown, and that they've been presented to each and every one of us. How many of you are struggling right now with motivation and or willpower to even think about making change? Some of us are sleeping in late, aren't we? Or we're eating more than we should be. And we might be delaying our new business ideas or accelerating it to growth. Our relationships might be fragile. And everything we need to fix, we keep leaving till tomorrow. And then all we do is end up in another day of misery and depression and boredom and isolation, and the cycle just continues. We could all do with a bit of light relief, I think, something to look forward to again, something to focus us on, to energize us. And we could certainly do with keeping our hands out of the fridge and maybe the alcohol, depending on whatever bad habit it is that you personally have picked up. Now, I can't change what's happening today, and nor can you, but we can change ourselves despite how we feel. And the 7 steps that we're going to go over are going to give you back the focus that you need, despite feelings of depression, loneliness, boredom, isolation, uncertainty, or worry. These secrets that I'm going to share will help you. Now, a little bit about me, because I'm not a therapist. I'm you. I was you 5 years ago. I'd come out of a toxic relationship. I'd left my husband and then had to go on a transformation journey. And that journey has changed my life. Today, I'm the mother of 2 young children. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a mentor and coach for women like you, transform their mindset, overcome their fears, get the life that you want, the business that you want, and the relationships that you deserve. And so, without further ado, let's dive right in to why we've turned up today. Okay, we're going to go through a 1-page document which you can see below. And this is an interactive online document that you can complete now or after I'm finished, because there is an instructions section on the right-hand side that you can just highlight and it will cross off as you go. The first key skill that you need to make change into your life is awareness of where you are today. And this is where we need to be absolutely honest. Question 1 is about highlighting all the habits that you have, that you've picked up during COVID or before, that you want to change. And then you need to identify one in each your personal life and your professional life that you want to focus on immediately. Number 2 is acknowledgement of our emotions. And this means, what trigger do I have that causes me to have the bad behaviour? Is it when I'm bored that I tend to raid the fridge? Is it because I'm feeling so down that's preventing me to accelerate my business or start my business plan? Is it because I lack self-esteem? What is it that is causing us to have bad habits? And then you need to just highlight which of those, the feelings that you're having, that is most common. And you will number the one that is most common as a number 10, because that's the one, or number 9, they're the ones we need to focus on first. Okay, secret number 3 is action. Action is about doing something anyway, despite how we're feeling. And this is about tapping into your desire and your pleasure. What do you want more? The pre-body of COVID, or to continue eating and feeling depressed? Because if you want something more, that's the visual that we can have for ourselves every single day, which will allow us to keep moving despite how we feel. Which leads us into step number 4. The key to all of this is to do it daily until something becomes automatic, where we stop doing things consciously and we do them what I call on autopilot. Brushing our teeth we do on autopilot. Putting on a pair of shoes before we leave the home, we do on autopilot. Checking our emails, we do on autopilot. What we want to do is make our moves in small stepping stones. Just move 1 to 5% a day, so the target is not too scary and is not overwhelming. Could you reduce your eating habits once a week? Could you drink more water instead of Coke, as an example? Could you read an inspirational book? Could you learn an online course? These are the kind of things and little steps that you could be taking to make the change that you want. And to help you, should you not have a planner of any kind, is I've created one for you, which you can download. And this will allow you to highlight what it is that you want to do and give yourself a tracking document to know what you've done. And this will allow you to adapt, recognize where it's gone wrong, and most importantly, reward yourself when it goes right, because that's when you'll start to feel good, and that's when change comes. Our next step that I want to talk you through is about analysing the data. Now, analysing the data is really critical because, as I've just said, when we journal and or when we mark down our thoughts and our progress, it keeps momentum going and builds us on to the next phase of our goal. So use planners, use journals, and evaluate how you're doing at all times so that you can keep progress going. Step number 6 is about appreciation. Learn to appreciate things that frustrate you. Right now, we have no idea when lockdown will be lifted. But instead of thinking, I need a change, maybe think, gosh, I've only got this amount of time to get the body I want, to start the business that I want, to change the career that I want, to put time management structures back in. Start thinking about the clock as it runs down rather than watching a ticking clock go over and over and over again. Just start appreciating the things that you're frustrated about. That's really what's key here. And the final step or secret to your success is about accountability. Now, science proves that if you share your action with somebody, it does mean that you're more likely to succeed. Don't share this with anybody that may be judgmental or self-opinionated or feel that there's a better way. Share this with like-minded people you trust with your inner self. And if you feel a bit nervous or silly or feel that they have got their own issues, then please do use the Crushing Through group that's been created for people just like yourselves who are not sure where to start. It's brand new, so don't worry if you're one of only a few in there. I'm there, and I'm there to answer any questions that you have, provide constant tips and advice. I will be doing regular live Facebook groups and sharing experiences to keep you on track. Your next step is to complete your one-pager to its fullest. Download your planner to keep you on track, and join my group only if it's to tell me how good you're getting on. I would feel it would mean the world to me to see your successes and understand how you crush through, and to share your stories to inspire others who may be struggling right now. For now, I'm going to wish you well, ask you to keep safe, and remember, crush through and share your success. Goodbye for now.